She's intelligent, witty, and charming. But she's also lying. Let me teach you how to write about the character Viola in your CSEC essays. As you know, this story is set in Illyria, and the play features a host of interesting characters, Viola being the main one. For the majority of the play, she pretends to be Cesario. She also falls in love with Orsino, and Olivia falls in love with her. What I love the most about English literature is that we can all look at the same play or read the same material and come away with different opinions. And as long as you can support what you're saying with real evidence from the text that you're given, you're likely to get good marks. So when I read the text, these are some of the ways in which I would describe Viola, and I'm going to support my opinions with evidence from the text. And this is what you should do when you're writing your essays for CSEC. I'm going to include some notes so you can pause the video or take screenshots or write them down if you like. I would describe Viola as practical and resourceful. By practical, I mean that she is sensible and realistic in her approach to her issue. By resourceful, I mean that she quickly found a way to overcome her difficulty. Now remember the situation that she's in. She just suffered a tragedy. She has lost her brother, she's alone, and has no protection in a strange land. So what does she do? She decides to disguise herself. Now in that time, it was not safe at all for a woman not to have male protection. So she decided, look, I'm just going to pretend to be a man and I'm going to get a job in a nobleman's house where I'm likely to be safe. She also had the sense to evaluate the sea captain's trustworthiness and asked him for his help. So this is why I'm saying that she was very practical and resourceful in what she decided to do. Now let's talk about why I believe she is intelligent and witty. Viola's intelligence is demonstrated throughout the play. She's intelligent enough to quickly assess the dangerous situation she's in when she arrives alone on Illyria's shores. We see again how smart she is when she's able to convince Olivia to see her. Now this is the same Olivia who had previously decided not to see any visitors for 7 years. You all remember that? Olivia was before this turning everybody away. Even that first person that Orsino had sent to Olivia's house, Valentine, I think his name was. But they were no match for Viola, and Viola was able to talk her way into Olivia's house. And this is crazy. Not only was she able to get into the house, she was able to convince Olivia to remove her veil, reveal her identity, and also dismiss the servants so that they could speak privately. She again shows how intelligent she is when she quickly figures out Olivia's intentions when Olivia sends Malvolia to her with the ring. We can't chat about Viola without mentioning her charm and charisma. Charisma is a sort of charm that inspires devotion in others. In other words, people fall in love with your personality. And I hear my students talking about Riz, which is apparently short for charisma. Now, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but whatever Riz is, Viola has it. First, she charms the captain into giving her information and then helping her to disguise herself. And the captain even goes so far as to promise to be her attendant. After she's employed by Orsino, she becomes one of his closest friends in just a matter of days. And then charms her way into Olivia's house and makes such a passionate plea for love on Orsino's behalf that Olivia falls in love with her instead of Orsino. She makes Olivia completely forget that she was supposed to be mourning her brother, and then the minute Orsino finds out that she's actually a woman and not a man, he decides to marry her. Now come on, that is some good work. Of all the servants in this play, Viola is the most loyal and devoted.
Viola's devotion, especially to Orsino, is undeniable. I challenge anybody to prove to me that Viola was not loyal to Orsino. I mean, imagine helping someone that you are deeply in love with get with someone else. And she sincerely tried to get Olivia to fall in Orsino. She listed his good qualities, she recited the grand poetry he had written for her, and she never let her own feelings get in the way of what Orsino had asked her to do. I mean, she deserves some sort of trophy, but don't let me get carried away.
Finally, here's why I would describe her as being compassionate and empathetic.
Her compassion and empathy shine through when she finds out that her brother may have died in the shipwreck. I mean, when we compare her words of mourning to Orsino's melancholy, or even to the cliched stuff that Olivia does, I don't know, her feelings just seem deeper and more realistic. The way that she dealt with Olivia's love for her was completely compassionate. She never became arrogant or unkind, but instead treated Olivia with gentle kindness. And I mean, I thought that was so sweet. She was a complete girl's girl.
So those were just a few ways that you can describe and discuss Viola in your CSEC essays. If this has helped you in any way, please like, please subscribe, and please share. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.